Morning everyone. Okay, just taking my dog for a walk. So I have a very interesting conversation going on in my chat group on Telegram, and it's about the deletes, the evil ones, being executed and brought to trial for their crimes with children, etc. It's really interesting that the comments that come up, people wishing them to be executed and, discussing the best way to execute someone to prolong suffering and things like that based on their crimes. And it's really fascinating because we know from a higher level, from the spiritual perspective, or the conscious perspective, that everything that happens is agreed to between two souls before you're even born. You share that agreement with another soul, whether that be for, purposes of growth, of all kinds of different things. So it's interesting, what you wish upon another, come Rox, what you wish upon another actually comes back to you. So if you're wanting someone to be executed the most painful way, then you're sending that person basically very ill intent. Roxy, this way, come on. Which is going to come back to you eventually. So this is the issue with the 3D thinking. This is 3D thinking, wishing someone to be executed or wishing them pain or death because of something they've done. It's judge, jury, and executioner, and that's not our role. That's the role of the Creator. That's the role of karma. What you give out, you get back. So from the higher perspective, when we look at the consciousness level and spiritual level, we know that your spirit agrees with another spirit to have a certain experience. Come on. Hey. We know that. So why would it be any different with these particular people that do horrible acts to children? Why would that be any different? We accept that we have an agreement with people that owe us money, or we have an agreement, or our soul dies of cancer, etc., etc. We completely understand that. So why would it be any different for a child to not have an agreement, Rox, come on, with something that happens evil? It's exactly the same. My dog normally wants to walk. She don't want to walk this morning. She wants to sleep in. This way, come. So if you really, really think about it, this has to test your faith and your courage and your knowledge in spirit, that everybody has agreed to go through certain things. And yes, some of those... Roxy, this way. Rox! My goodness me. Go through certain things so that they can learn and grow. Including you. Why would that be any different for these little babies that tortured and all kinds of horrible stuff? Why would that be any different for them? We see it as a bad act, when on a spiritual level, it's not bad at all. It's simply an experience that two souls agree to experience together. One is the perpetrator and one is the victim. There is no perpetrator and there is no victim. So when we talk about these satanic rings and sacrifices and things like that, while the physical mind is struggling with it, the higher mind knows exactly what's going on and is perfectly fine with it because they agreed to experience it. So this is where your understanding really needs to come into it. It's really, really difficult for somebody to accept people have raped, tortured, murdered a little baby for their own pleasure and in sacrifice and all of that. Really difficult for people to understand and accept. I'm not promoting it So please don't take it the wrong way, because I know some people will run and say, Skye's promoting Satanism. No, no. What I'm saying is there is always an agreement between two souls to experience this. Okay? Just like you would agree to have a car accident with somebody else. It's an agreement. That's it. Okay? Just an agreement. So if you have an agreement, then it can't be evil because you've agreed to it. Now, our physical minds won't see it as that. We won't see it as an agreement. We see it as evil, and how can anyone do that to a child? Your spirit learns through your physical mind's reaction and response. Your spirit is completely untouched by what happens around the world and in the multiverse. Completely untouched. But it learns through your perception, through how you choose to see and feel things. And that's your agreement with spirit. Okay? So, if you're going to wish someone the most painful, prolonged death possible because of the crimes they have committed, you are still not understanding spirit, life, consciousness, how anything works. So I'm not saying you have to accept the evil in the world. I'm saying you need to understand why it's there, why it happens. And don't forget, being a humanitarian, or simply being a 5D being in the 5D vibration, means you understand this. It means you have compassion for both parties, the perpetrator and the victim. Because you understand that the whole act that has just been carried out is an agreement between two souls to go on a journey and learn through that particular experience. Nothing more, nothing less. So, of course, while I don't approve of it, I understand why it happens, and I don't have sympathy for either party. I have compassion, because I know that two souls are carrying out the experience they decided to go through together for a higher purpose. So elevate your thinking, elevate your consciousness. Wishing death on another for an act that they committed is still very, very 3D thinking, meaning it's still very closed-minded thinking. If you want to go through the vibrational frequencies, you need to elevate your consciousness. You need to understand how life works, how physical life works. It all starts in the higher dimensions. All of it. All of it. Your experiences, who you have them with, it all starts in the higher dimensions. It all starts with spirit. And there's always a reason why it happens. We don't have to understand that reason, but we do have to deal with it and learn through it. Okay? I hope this helps. Okay? I hope this helps. And no, I'm not promoting Satanism, murder, sacrifice. Please do not go down that track. Okay? Have a good day, everyone. Bye.